Welcome back, duelists, to Old Format Yu-Gi-Oh! Today I'm going to be showing you one of the games from round 1 of our Tengu Plant Draft format tournament. I went over this in the tournament announcement video, but this time I'm just going to be showing off 1 or 2 of the games per round, maybe 3 if there's really good ones. But I just want to show off the good ones. Editing all of them is a lot, especially when you have so many things. It's just going to be 28 matches for just Swiss rounds, and that's just a lot to go through. So for this first one I decided to show you, we have one Giant Leap, aka Brad down here in the red, who is on Scraps, versus Instafluffs, aka Noel up here in the top, who is on Heroes, and Noel's favorite deck is Heroes, so let's see how it goes. And this is round 1, so both are 0 and 0. Let's take a look at the opening hands here. Noel opened up Book of Moon, Gemini Spark, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Starlight Road, and Trap Dust Shoot. I believe he decided to go with kind of a hero stun route kind of things. So definitely opened up some stun things. I'm going to let the Dust Shoot play out if he plays it. Let's see. I'm just seeing if he does it after it resolves. He does, okay. So he hits the Thunder King. Okay, now I'll just go over the hand to save time. Brad opens up Scrap Chimera, Solemn Warning, Horn of the Phantom Beast, Fiendish Chain, Call of the Haunted. He also went kind of a stun-heavy trap route for his deck, and, well, hitting that T-King definitely hurts, so we'll see what happens from here. Although the difference is that Brad has a monster. Does it get stopped? No, it does not, and he's also going to set 4. Noel draws Miracle Fusion, takes more damage. Brad draws a Scrap Beast. Oh, that's funny. I remember this. So Noel goes for a Heavy Storm on his own Starlight Road, and if I'm not mistaken, Brad just warnings it. Oh, no, he doesn't, actually. Okay, interesting. He's going to attack, try to Horn of the Phantom Beast. Noel will Book a Moon, his monster. Oh, I see what happened. Noel tried to Book a Moon during the damage step, which is when Brad activated Horn of the Phantom Beast. You can't do that during damage step, so they end up just both crashing. Pretty sure that leaves Brad in front, in the lead at least. Summons Beast, gets Book a Moon. Call the Haunted and Chimera, get in. Just push in damage, because you can. Noel finally gets a Hero Avenue with Alias. It gets warninged. And if I'm not mistaken, he has nothing to really Miracle Fusion with. However, Dark Hole comes out. Oh yeah, Miracle Fusion to Great Tornado. Forgot about that. We did play with Great Tornado released with Dark Worlds allowed as well. That should have been mentioned in the announcement as well, but you never know. Brad's going to Fiendish, summon Tengu. Noel's going to draw Skill Drain. That's quite annoying. Ooh, and T-King. That's pretty solid. Beat over Tengu, get another one. Ooh, draw the third one. That sucks. Meanwhile, Noel is going to pop the spells and traps with Stratos with his second effect, rarely used, and we're going to go to game 2 pretty quickly. I say pretty quickly, but I remember the live recording for this was pretty long, actually. I'm going to let Brad Duality first, and we'll see what he has. Okay, he's going to open up MST, Scrap Storm Reborn, Call of the Haunted, Thunder King, Scrap Beast. Not really what his deck is trying to do. Thunder King's pretty good, because it stops E-Call, for instance, or Duality, but not a lot of traps that actually do much. He's going to set 2, Conservative. Noel is going to open E-Call, Skill Drain, Warning, Deep Prison, Skill Drain, Mirror Force. Very, very helmet-heavy hand, and he has a lot of responses, unlike Brad. So T-King is going to get Bottomless, or not Bottomless when I'm saying Deep Prisoned, Scrapyard into the Beast, Summon Beast. He's kind of bluffing right here, the Horn of the Phantom Beast, but he also just has Scrap Storm if Noel tries to kill it somehow. So pretty nice right there. Noel's going to E-Call for Stratos. Stratos come down. No response, get Alias, get in for damage, Scrap Storm, we'll draw him a card, get him Chimera. I'll go over this interaction in case someone is new to Scraps. If you don't know much about Scraps, you must not have watched the original tournament we did, which was a format before Tengu Plant, where Scraps ended up doing pretty well. But what happens is, Scrap Beast is on the board, you target it with Scrap Storm, you send a Scrap from deck to grave, which is Chimera, over here. It gets sent, you draw a card, then you destroy the monster. And when Scrap Beast is destroyed by a Scrap card, you can target a Scrap in your graveyard, add it back to hand. So you add back Chimera, and Chimera's effect is when you normal it, you summon a Scrap Tuner from grave, which is Beast, and then you have an 8-star Synchro, which is usually Scrap Dragon. Very, very powerful recursion right there. Let's see, Noel gets in with Stratos because of the replay, and we're going to see Chimera go into Beast. So I believe, let's see if this works. Warning gets the Scrap Dragon, I believe, yeah. So interesting ruling that I found. I'm not sure if it works today, but it was on one of the rulings pages for Yugioh, is if you do Warning Scrap Dragon, you do get its summon effect off, which is rarely used because most people just make Scrap Dragon as a staple. But when this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card and sent to the grave, you summon a Scrap that is a non-synchro from your grave. So, Brad's going to summon the Beast, call Hana the Chimera, and go into another one. He's going to target the call, hit the skill drain, MST the last one, and then get in for damage. Definitely a power swing in Brad's favor right now. Let's see. Search alias, set alias. Oh, he's going to pop the Beast with Scrap Dragon, pop the alias, and then since Beast was popped by a Scrap effect, add back Chimera. Very, very strong. Get in for damage. Heavy Storm the one back row. Miracle Fusion into the Shining, which does beat over. So Scrap Dragon does get its effect. So Alias will just kill it. Makes sense. And I believe this is it because of the Reborn. Oh, wait a second. Interesting. I guess Noel could have activated Skill Drain, but then you just beat over. It's not game, but then he lives an extra turn. I don't know if he'll live this turn. He will not. Okay. What do you have? I'm not going to do the math, but it's pretty close, honestly. I think he would have lived, but slight misplay there from Noel. Let's let Noel Duality first, and I thought he's going to E-Call as well. Much easier to just do. We'll let him do Stratos as well. Why not? Okay, he's going to summon Stratos and open Book of Moon, alias Barbaros. Interesting. Attack with the skill drains, going for more of a stun variant, like I said. Debunk, Solemn Warning, and Hero Blast. Debunk's actually pretty interesting. But pretty good opening, honestly. If Brad doesn't top deck Heavy Storm. Okay, good. Brad's going to open up T-King, Horn, Scrap Storm, Scrap Yard, Mystical Space Typhoon, and Cyber Dragon. He's going to search the Beast already. Okay. Summon Cyber Dragon attack. Null tries to debunk, but Cyber Dragon actually does not activate. Summon T-King. He's going to Warning the T-King. Okay. Set Horn, set MST, set Scrap Storm. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay. We have an equal game here. Hero Blast for... I remember Noel tried to Hero Blast for Stratos. He can't do that. Alias comes down. MST the new one, which is a warning. Great hit on Brad's part. Attacks into the Book of Moon. He's going to summon a Beast in face-up attack position. Probably just bluffing the Horn or the Scrap Storm both work, which is nice. Barbaros is going to try to get in. Which one is Brad going to go for? Horn. Makes sense. Beast gets in. Gem Spark, but Chain Scrap Storm. This is one of the best parts of this card, just because your opponent can try to destroy it, like even Dark Hole. You just Chain Scrap Storm, and you are feeling great. So also of note now, Noel also doesn't get the draw off Gemini Spark, so it's a little bit of a minus too. He's going to Hero Blast just to get back Alias. Debunk the Scrap Beast that activated off Scrap Storm. That ordering technically doesn't work, but I believe they're just hyphenating it. You would debunk the Beast, then after that resolves Hero Blast, just like at the end of the turn or something. But I know they're hyphenating it. In the end, Brad ends on Bottomless, Solemn Warning, Call of the Haunted. It's looking hard for him to lose this one. Alias comes down, gets Bottomless, set a debunk, but we're going to see Call of the Haunted on Cyber Dragon, Potted Duality. It ain't looking good. Sidra gets in. Noel draws Alias. You know, the one time you don't want to draw your monsters. Draws Gem Spark. Reborn the Stratos. I believe Brad actually wanted to use its effect to pop back row, but you cannot. You need an extra hero. It has to be a number of heroes except this card. But if I'm not mistaken, that is game, and Noel can't really stop it. So, yeah, I didn't notice any major misplays on either part, but all in all, it was a good game. Some good back and forth. And I hope you enjoyed. You'll see one more match from round one. And remember to like, comment, subscribe as usual, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, duelists.